So I see so many golfers, particularly face-to-face, really struggling with their golf swing, struggling to create strike, accuracy and power. Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you a drill that is so simple that's going to create great sequencing in your golf swing and help you stand up and deliver the club just like that, producing good speed, great accuracy, and all in all, make the golf swing feel a much more simple movement than it's ever felt before. So, like I said, I see lots of golfers that struggle with the golf swing, and I think predominantly the amount of information that's out there about the golf swing and all the positions that golfers try and hit, it's almost like trying to put a jigsaw together in under kind of 1.5 seconds. I see golfers stood there thinking a lot about setup, which I don't necessarily dislike, but once we go swing the golf club, I think we've got to try and keep it as simple as possible and not be trying to hit every single position that gets talked about and kind of hoping that we get all those bits right. So the big thing for me is everyone's golf swing might look a little bit different because of difference in strength and flexibility. But the one thing when we look at a golf swing face on that's very similar with everyone is that club head basically moves in a circular motion around the body. Now, obviously, because you stand to the side of the golf ball, the circle's on an angle. But you stand to the side of the golf ball, so it should be relatively simple to get that back. So for most golfers, the first thing I do is I say, right, stop thinking about everything and just think about that club head drawing half a circle back and a full circle on the way round. And straight away, they'll say, well, that feels a lot more easy. And then they're able to stand up and probably not always strike the ball great. A bit like that one, didn't quite get it. And even though there's some positives there, the speed's very much down. Face and path weren't as good as before. And because the speed's down, obviously the distance is down. So what I say to golfers is, right, so if we think about drawing a circle in the air with your finger, it's one whole continuous movement. And that's what I'd like to see the golf swing being, is being one whole continuous movement. But I think even when they're thinking about the circle, they think backswing's one part, downswing's the next. So what we want to do is we want to make some swings just going back and forward, but continuously. And do some nice smooth ones to begin with. And if you can, we're then going to go, okay, so that felt pretty good. So we're going to just do a few nice slow ones. Like I said, back and forward. And if you can, step into the ball. And the first thing you'll notice is there's a decent amount of speed. We'll touch the ground after the golf ball, so we can see low point, 6.8 inches after the ball. Face and path were good, and distance was pretty good. So once we start doing that drill, straight away golfers will say, I don't really understand how I've picked up speed and strike and accuracy because of that. And it's basically the way we go from backswing to downswing is that as the club's moving to the top, we need to get that club to change direction. So as our weight shifts into that lead side, that starts pulling the club into the downswing. Then the body starts to twist. Then we actually start putting the brakes on to get the club to go past us, and then we come back. But that sequence, the kinematic sequence, is what creates power and accuracy in the golf swing. So once we do a few of those, and it might take you a few goes to feel that you can get that strike, you start seeing some good speed and some great accuracy with good strike. And a lot of golfers kind of joke with me about, maybe I could just play golf doing that. Maybe. Then what I would say is when we're doing the little drill, can we start to actually try and swing the club a little quicker? And even that one just drifted out to the right. We saw more speed. Contact was good. Path was dead straight through the bottom. Club face wasn't amazing there, but 146 carry and 155 total. That's probably further than most golfers are hitting the 7-iron to begin with. So definitely the stepping into the ball and hitting it is the hard bit. But what we want to do is with that exercise, can we get the feel as to how we're making that transition from backswing to downswing. And then can we step into the golf ball, put that swing on it, start to see pick up in speed again, strike solid, pretty good accuracy and decent distance. And it is funny because when golfers talk about the best players in the world as well, and they say how it doesn't really look like they're hitting at the golf ball, looks like they're creating that effortless speed. That's because all the best players in the world do this sequence in the correct order. And when you can get that right and feel confident of standing up, even the little miss it towards the toe there is still good speed, low point ahead, very neutral face and path, and good distance. And obviously as a coach, I'm very used to using numbers as feedback. Don't rely on numbers, but numbers as feedback. A number of golfers that come to me struggling with things like face and path, that are working on lots and lots of different things and lots of different feelings, when actually just learning the correct sequence will really take care of lots and lots of issues you've got in your golf swing. It'll make the golf swing one whole movement. And if you can stand up with that nice simple drill, a couple of swings, and then into the golf ball and repeat, like I said at the start, that could save you years and years of working on your golf swing, but start straight away hitting long, powerful golf shots.